Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, JEM Holographic, the 80s icon of drag, and today I have a super exciting video for you guys today. Today we are going to be unboxing and reviewing the new TLS Toys JEM doll that is available now. Alright you guys, this doll is a Walmart exclusive, so let's get out of drag so we can go pick her up. Shows over Synergy. Okay. Now that we're out of drag, let's go to Walmart and see if we can find these new dolls. I would say that was a successful trip. Let me get back into drag so I can unbox and review these dolls. Showtime Synergy. Ah, that's much better. We're back from the store and I got the doll. Ah! So I have been stalking the release of this doll since Toy Book first announced in September of last year that the loyal subjects, TLS Toys, was coming out with a brand new JEM doll. And let me tell you, I have had my super sleuth mode on, my super stalker mode to find out when and where I could find this doll. And you guys, I was super lucky to find a Walmart that's kind of not in my area, but I was able to find the doll on the shelf and I have her in my hand right now. I'm so excited. I am going to unbox her for you guys. So you guys, I am so excited. I have been waiting in anticipation to open this doll because the excitement has been killing me. And finally the time is here. So I am going to unbox her for you guys on camera. Now this doll does retail for $24.99, and of course right now it is a Walmart exclusive, but in the summer it will be expanded to different retailers. We don't quite have that information just yet if it'll be available at stores like Target or Amazon, but I will edit the description of this video as soon as we find that information out in case you guys are interested in getting her and you don't have the opportunity to get her currently. I will say, you guys, that I am really happy with the packaging. One of the things I love about the original JEM dolls is the packaging. It's so bright, it's so colorful, it's so eye-catching, and I do feel like TLS Toys did do a fantastic job at creating the retro look with this new doll. Now, if you guys are JEM fans and JEM aficionados, you guys know that the original doll did come with two outfits. An outfit for JEM and an outfit for Jerica, as does this doll. And one of the things that people online were kind of upset about is the fact that she does not have the blonde hair to go with her pink hair, so you can turn her into Jerica. For me, that's not really an issue. I don't find any fault. Oh my god. Oh! Something just fell out of the box. So the liner to the box is so cool. Oh, and it's kind of textured. It is a record. In the middle it says JEM, and on the side here of the box, I'm not going to take it out, but it is a little film strip of different images. I'll put an up-close photo of this so you guys can see. But it has the original JEM artwork, the JEM Truly Outrageous, the Misfits. I hope that means that they're releasing the Misfits soon. And then the image that's on the back of this box. And then the thing that fell out of the box, which I'm not going to take out as well, is the ticket that you actually get with, well, I'll just unbox it. But it is a ticket for the JEM and the Holograms concert. As you can see here what it says. It says this is a concert ticket and we are seated in section L, row 7, seat 15. This is a very obscure reference to the show in season 3. This is the ticket that Shayna gives Regine when they're trying to make amends with her because she was with the Stingers. But the attention to detail on this is incredible, And I am going to keep this with her box. And so now we can get to the actual doll. Oh my goodness. Before I actually remove her from her plastic, let's go with the accessories that the doll does come with. So this is the backing to her plastic shell. This is what's in the back. It is the hat for Jerica and the dress for Jerica. It also comes with the waist part of the doll stand, the support rod for the doll stand, and the microphone attachment that you can turn the doll stand into a microphone stand. This is the stand as well, and it does have a button here where if you press it, it plays a cover of the JEM theme. Why it's a cover? Probably licensing reasons. Hasbro is not the one who is making this doll. It is in fact TLS Toys using a license from Hasbro. So it's understandable that it has to be a cover. It's just cool that they decided to include it as well. And then this is actually a lanyard that says JEM in the holograms, and then on the back you can see it says VIP. I will be taking this out and turning her into Jerica as well later on in this video, so I'm going to set this aside for right now. And all of the things that come in the first part of the shell packaging is the glasses for Jerica, the comb and Jerica's shoes, and then obviously JEM herself. So I'm going to quickly take her out of this shell and I'll be right back. All right, I have cut her free from her plastic prison and here she comes out. Oh my god. Oh, there was also 2 twist ties holding in her hair. Okay, work. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'll show you guys in just a moment. But I have to look at her. She is fantastic and her hair is so soft and it is gorgeous. I know some people were complaining about the hair, not having any blonde, but the quality of it. And to me, this feels like top quality hair for a doll. I mean, compared to the vintage ones, this is like super soft. I love the style that the hair is into. And you guys, this doll is super articulated. She is very heavy. I do have my first edition JEM that we're going to do a quick comparison to once I get her fully unboxed. And she does have several points of articulation as well. She has, of course, neck articulation. She can turn side to side. She has shoulder articulation, elbow articulation, wrist articulation. She can go 360 with her arms. She has leg articulation, knee articulation, two-way knee articulation actually. So you can have her get on her knees. I don't know why you would want to do that. And she has foot articulation as well. Does she have waist articulation? Oh, you can also turn her legs too. I don't know if she has any waist articulation. I'm gonna have to, when I take her out of her clothes and dress her as Jerica, we will find out. As far as the base doll goes, JEM does come with her iconic pink dress. It is a deeper pink than what's represented in the original dolls in the show and the promotional materials. I don't find it to be that distracting though. There are, if you want to find a dress that's gonna match, you can find original JEM fashions pretty easily online. There's also an artist that makes replicas of the originals if the color of this bothers you that much. For me, it doesn't. I find that the vibrancy of the pink is really nice. Also, the silver sash here looks really, really good. And she does have her glitter tights. The details of this doll is just super amazing. Her face is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Now, one thing that I do notice about this doll is that her head is kind of small, which is not really a problem. I'm just so used to seeing the really big heads of the originals. And I know that that's a common complaint with more newer collectors of the vintage dolls, is that the heads are kind of big. To me, that adds to the charm. And just this base doll, if there was anything that I would change, it would probably be to make the head a little bigger. But that is just personal opinion. Now, the way that the doll is sculpted, she is sculpted very beautifully. Her head sculpt is very nice. Her hands, her legs, everything looks really good. The doll itself, upon first seeing it, is a little pale. But I think, honestly, that was a stylistic choice to make all the colors pop. If you don't know, like a thing with the 80s is that a lot of women would wear really light foundations so that way their blush and their eyeshadows would pop. I don't think they took that into account when creating this doll, but it's just a little tidbit that I find interesting, and I don't mind it. It looks like the show. I am going to unbox her stand so we can stand her up, and then we're going to look at Jerica's accessories. Sorry to cut in, but I didn't even realize that there is a pull tab here. I thought you had to add your own batteries. Let's see. That is really cool that they include the batteries. I was under the assumption that you had to have your own battery, and it seems like it just takes some watch batteries, so they should be pretty easy to find. Alright, I've got her on her stand. So first I'm going to start with the first little accessories that you get in here. And the first little accessory that I'm going to show you guys is Jerica's glasses. Now, these are supposed to be sunglasses, but they have clear lenses. That's one thing that is irking me a little bit. They're supposed to be sunglasses, but they gave her clear lenses. When I was seeing promotional photos of this, I thought that there were no lenses in there. So what I might have to do is just color in those lenses. Not a big deal. Alright, the next two things that are in here, well, three things actually, is the little JEM comb. Now, this is a really thick comb. I don't think that you're actually meant to brush the doll's hair with it because it's such a thick plastic. I think this is just for show, which is fine because if you have dolls, you would already know that you don't really typically use the combs that come with the dolls. You typically use a finer toothed comb to brush their hair. But I do like that the JEM monogram on here is really apparent, and I like the color pink of plastic. The last two things that come in this first little sleeve are Jerica's heels. Now, upon first inspection, I might have to try them on, but they look like they might fit the original doll's feet. Because if you don't know, if you're not a vintage collector and you don't have any of the vintage dolls, they have really big feet because they're so tall. And the doll shoes are huge, so I'm going to have to see if these fit on one of my originals. So going into the second round of plastic here, we have the mic stand, because like I said, you can take her doll stand and turn it into a mic stand. I probably won't, just because I feel more comfortable with her on a doll stand itself. But it's nice that they included this because it does seem like the doll is sturdy enough. You might be able to balance her, but I wouldn't trust it. Okay, and then this is the VIP pass that comes in here as well. It's just a JEM monogram thing with a VIP lanyard. Okay, and then the last thing we have is, of course, Jerica's dress and her hat. So, using the logic of the original release, you're supposed to be able to turn JEM into Jerica just by changing her outfit and hiding a little bit of her hair in the hat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to undress her really quick, turn her into Jerica, and then we'll continue our review. Alright, you guys, I now present you with Jerica. Now, I do think that this outfit is a fantastic recreation of the original. The original was literally just a blue and white slip dress that you would tie with the belt, and of course her hat. Now, one thing that I will say is I tried to put her hat on and it would not stay on. So what I did is I actually stuck a sewing pin into the rooting of her hair to keep the hat on. Because I'm not going to display her as Jerica, it's not a big deal, but for anybody who wants to have their hat stay on, while also not making it look like a chef's hat by putting a bunch of hair into it, just getting a small sewing pin that you can stick into one of her hair plugs is the best choice. Another thing that I noticed that is kind of to me is at her wrists where her dress was sitting, it's stained pink. This happens with fabrics that have not been treated before they're put on. It's very common. It's so common that it's kind of a non-issue, especially if you're not going to be displaying her as Jerica, or if it's a kid, I'm sure the kids won't care. So that's one of the things that I'm like, about, but like I said, I'm not going to display her as Jerica. Her Jerica outfit is going to go back into the packaging when I put her back in her box. But I do like the Jerica outfit, like I said. The only thing that I would personally change if I do decide to display her as Jerica is just color in the lenses on those sunglasses to make them actual sunglasses. But other than that, this is the outfit. And now I am going to quick change her back to JEM and we can compare her to a first edition original JEM. Alright you guys, I am back. I have JEM dressed again, and I also have my first edition 1985, 86-ish JEM here. You could definitely see, aside from the stand, if I stand her up next to her on her stand here, you can see that the original doll is about a ½ inch taller, not including the hair on the doll. But I do feel like this new TLS Toys JEM will fit some JEM fashions. I don't know about her shoes just yet. I'm gonna have to add that in the description bar when I get a little bit of time after this video just to see if her shoes will fit. Can I just say as well, the redressing and undressing of this doll was so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. One thing that I love about the originals is their bend and snap legs and arms. But the problem with bend and snap legs and arms is that the vinyl that they use has to be very soft, so it tends to be very rubbery and it grabs onto fabric very, very easily. When I tell you it took me 2 seconds just to slide these up, girl. Now, don't get it wrong, this doll does have bend and snap limbs. It's just the joints are exposed. It's not encased in a flexible vinyl like the originals are. When I put them side by side, you can really see the differences here. In terms of just the coloration, the styling, everything. I am always going to be a vintage lover. I love the original release dolls. I think they're so charming, they're so beautiful. But I am willing to give TLS Toys the thumbs up on their modern recreation of the JEM doll, because she does look like the cartoon. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, this doll does look like the cartoon. Dolls were being produced at the same time as the cartoon, and that's why a lot of the designs of the dolls are different than what we see in the cartoons. If you're looking for a TV show cartoon accurate doll, the TLS Toys option is the one for you. If you are a vintage collector, I do feel like you will love the modern restyling of this new doll. But if you're a child who is interested in collecting JEM and the Holograms dolls, this modern version is definitely a good starter. I do highly recommend this doll if you are new to collecting, or if you are more so a fan of the Integrity Toys JEM line. I feel like you will find much more enjoyment in this. Not to take away anything from the originals, because like I said, I absolutely adore the originals. They're my favorite. But just seeing a new JEM doll in stores on the shelf in 2025, it just makes my vintage soul flourish. Now, this video is going to go up a couple of days early prior to the supposed release date of the new doll. The doll is supposed to launch on February 1st of 2025, and I was able to get it a few days early. If you have had no luck finding the doll online, February 1st is when it's supposed to be released. Don't stress buy anything you see online unless it's directly through the Walmart app, walmart.com, or in the store, because like I said earlier in this video, it is a Walmart exclusive for now. In the summer, it will be going to a lot of other retailers. We just don't have that information just yet. I wanted to also say that along with the new JEM releasing on February 1st, TLS Toys is also coming out with a new My Buddy doll, which I have right here. And in next week's video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this doll as well as comparing it to an original 1986 My Buddy. So if you'd be interested in watching that video, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that notification bell is on, set to all, so you don't miss any one of my new videos. If you guys found this video interesting, let me know down below. Are you going to get the new TLS Toys JEM, or are you going to pass? I'd love to know what you feel in the comments down below. I know that me personally, I'm super excited to see what the Loyal Subjects does with this license. I want to see more characters added, like the Misfits and the rest of the holograms, and I want to see fashion packs as well. I'm a fan and I'm excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. Let me know what you think down below. Follow me on all of my socials. And until next time, be bold, be beautiful, be truly, truly outrageous, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!